Energy flows where the mind goes. I want you to always remember this because it's the key to our practice. It's the key to everything in life. Because if we can understand this quality of directing energy with our mind, we can progress that much further. Where are you putting your mind? What are you focusing on? There's a high probability, there's almost a guarantee that that's what you're going to bring into your life. So always remember, energy flows where the mind goes. So where's the mind going? In our practice, we want to bring it into our body. When we set our intention, we want to set that intention throughout our entire being, our physical body, our energy, our emotions, our minds, our thoughts, our imagination. The more we can harmonize all of these different layers, that much more we're directing our thoughts, our mental energy like a laser to really shoot to exactly where we want to go. Energy flows where the mind goes. So today we're going to focus on a practice that's helping to open our energetic channels, to remove any blockages that can prevent the energy flowing throughout our entire being. It's a little more of a subtle practice, but it's really nice to open the nervous system. And you'll notice after just a few of these exercises, you feel really open, you feel really light. And that's the perfect time to start to direct your mind where you want to go. What do you want to achieve? That's what we're here for, manifesting our intention. So if that sounds good to you, grab your yoga mat and let's get ready to practice together. We will begin as always by coming into a comfortable seated position to clear the mind, set the space, and set our intention. So find your seat, again, whatever's comfortable for you. Pressing the seat down, reaching the crown of the head up. Roll the shoulders back and down so the heart is open and relaxed. Then close your eyes, go inside, and take a deep inhalation through the nose. Then open the mouth and sigh it out. Oh, soften the body, soften the mind. Again, deep inhalation. Take in as much air as you can. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Oh, feel those vibrations massaging the nervous system, bringing you into your body, into the sensations of the present moment. One more time. This time we'll hold the breath. Deep inhalation. Sniff in even more. Even more. Hold it. And as you hold the breath, relax the face. Relax the shoulders. Relax the hips and the legs. Soften into this space of no breath. And sigh it out. Oh, let go. Sitting with the eyes closed. Attention turned inside. Taking note of where you are right now. How you feel in the physical body. Whatever sensations are there. How is your energy before this practice? Do you feel slow and heavy? Fast and dynamic? Anywhere in the middle. Wherever you are, there's nothing you need to change. You've already done the biggest step. Getting on the mat and pressing play. Now from this space of presence and internalized awareness, I invite you to bring your hands together in front of the heart. We'll start by setting our intention for today's practice. Again, your intention is for you. Why are you showing up? What is it that you want to cultivate in your life? Be it love or strength or success or courage or insight or creativity, whatever it is for you. Set that intention now, not just by mentally saying things, but try to feel it. Feel that intention, that dream, that goal, as if it is now. If you want to be strong, feel yourself as strong in the body, in the energy, in the emotions, in the mind. What does it mean to be resilient? What does it mean for you to have an open heart? Let your intention be your own. And as you focus on it and you feel it holistically, repeat it in your mind 3 times. May this practice bring Once you can feel that intention set in the heart, take a deep inhalation into your heart center. And as you exhale, gently coming back. Beautiful. We're going to start today's class in a standing position. In fact, all of this class will be in a standing position. One thing I really like about this sequence is that because it's all standing, we don't actually need a yoga mat. So if you're in a place where maybe you don't have your mat, maybe you don't have a lot of space or time, this is a really good practice that you can do almost anywhere, anytime. All you need is 10-15 minutes, and you can do this to open your nervous system, open your energy, and clear your mind. Beautiful practice. Before we get into it, I want you to hit the like button for me because it's really helpful. And then let's stand up for the practice. So come up to standing. Throughout this practice, for the first few poses at least, we want to have the feet parallel and hip distance. We don't want the toes in. We don't want them folded out. Nice and straight, nice and tall. We're pressing down into the heels and we're standing nice and tall. I invite you to close your eyes, turn inside. Again, just become aware of where you are now after the movement. The first few parts of this practice are going to focus on waking up the neck. As we said earlier, the neck is where all of the energy from the mind flows to the body, and all of the energy from the body flows back to the mind. So it's really important to open up this area, not just for the energy to flow well, but for us to become aware of the subtle flow of energy. This is Vishuddha chakra. It's the space element. So it's the awareness of the subtle energy around the body. So we're going to start with slow, full neck rotations. Nice and slow. We're not trying to take off like a helicopter. We're just waking up the energy channels. Okay, so drop the chin to the chest. Nice and slowly inhaling the right ear towards the right shoulder. Round back. Exhaling the left ear towards the left shoulder. Hips and shoulders stay in one line. Just focusing on waking up the subtle energy in the area of the neck. So you do this, try to feel the energy awakening. Little tingles, pops, clicks, vibrations, maybe some release. Whatever's there, nice and slow. Inhaling back, exhaling forward. And the next time the chin comes to the chest, we'll switch direction. Slow, full rotations of the neck. And make this your last round. Return to center. Eyes closed, attention inside. Feeling the opening of the energetic channels in the area of the neck. Stimulating Vishuddha, the throat chakra. Becoming aware of the subtle movement of energy in and around the body. And gently coming back. Our next practice is a little more dynamic. We're going to do what we call the 5 quick double movements of the head. So again, we want to make sure the shoulders and hips stay in one line. They're not moving. Only the head is moving. And we're going to move the head 2 to the left, 2 to the right. We stay to the right and we go 2 diagonally back to the left, 2 diagonally back to the right, and then 2 straight back through center. Start slow, and as you feel comfortable, pick up the pace. Okay, let's begin. 2 to the left, 2 to the right, 2 diagonally left, 2 diagonally right, and 2 straight back. And continue. Breathing is normal, just focusing on this movement. You might feel a little bit of stiffness in the neck. That's okay. If you need to go slower, you can go slower. If you're comfortable to go faster, you can go faster. In time, this is a beautiful one for opening up the neck and bringing a lot of energy up into the mind, up into the brain. If you've been going slow and it feels comfortable to do so, I would encourage you to pick up the pace just a little bit. And make this your final round. Finishing the round that you're on, return to center with the eyes closed, attention focused inside. Feeling the further awakening of energy in the area of the neck. Feeling of openness in the head and an expansion in the mind. Beautiful. Gently coming back. We've got one more for the neck, the head. This is going to be a lateral movement of the head side to side. Throughout this practice, we want to turn the gaze upwards towards the middle of the forehead, Shambhavi Mudra. You can have the eyes open or closed, but really directing the focus in the middle of the forehead, sending that energy to the mental center. And again, keeping the shoulders and hips in one line, we start to drop the head side to side. Again, you can start slow and pick up the pace as it feels comfortable for you. Only a lateral movement of the head. We're not turning the head in any way. So make sure that your face is facing forward the whole time. There's no turning of the neck. Side to side, like a pendulum. Focusing in the middle of the forehead. Try to make the movement as full as possible. Feel like it's originating from that space right in the middle of the brain, the pineal gland. And if you can, I encourage you to go a little bit faster for these final moments. And slowly dissolving the movement, return to center. Eyes closed, attention inside. Feeling the energizing in the middle of the forehead, the arousal of Ajna chakra, the mental command center. The mind becoming clear, lucid, and more perceptive. And gently coming back. Beautiful, beautiful, opening the subtle energy channels in the body. Next practice is really good for purifying the spine and getting that energy flowing through the body. We're going to do a lateral movement of the spine. So instead of lateral movement of the head, now we want to get the spine moving side to side, sort of like that of a snake. So this time we keep the head and the hips in one line, and we just move the shoulders up and down while focusing mostly on the spine moving side to side. Okay, let's begin. As always, you can start slow, you can pick up the pace as it feels comfortable. This is one that's very detoxifying, can really be opening a lot of subtle blockages. So if you start to feel any sort of cramping or discomfort, it's not unusual. You might not really feel the discomfort along the spine. We don't want to feel any pain in the spine, but you might get cramping in the belly, the arms, the shoulders, anywhere in the lymphatic system. That's okay. You can go slower, breathing normally. Just keep up. Remember, try to make sure that the head and hips stay in one line. It's not the whole upper body moving. It's just the spine side to side. I'm sure you can feel some energetic channels opening already. And I encourage you, if you can, go a little bit faster for the final moments. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. And slowly dissolving the movement. Turn to standing with the eyes closed. Attention inside. Feeling vibrations all along the spine. The massaging and opening of energy throughout the body. And if you do have any painful areas, focus your awareness there to send healing energy. Beautiful, gently coming back. We have 2 more of these energetic exercises. The next one is for lengthening the spine, for releasing any kind of blockage between the vertebrae. What we're going to do, I'll just show you first, is we'll be in a wide-legged stance with the feet out about 45 degrees, 90 degrees from each other. And we want, in the full pose, full expression of the pose, the fingers are to the back of the thighs and the thumbs are in front. And we will have the elbows locked. Now it's really important that the elbows lock here, that they're not like this, because otherwise it won't be working. So we want to have the elbows locked in a way that it's creating this upward pressing of the spine. Okay, so if you're locking the elbows here and you don't feel any elongation of the spine, it's the wrong spot. So find the place on your body where when you do lock the elbows, it's like pressing the shoulders up towards the ears and creating this elongation of the spine. What we'll be doing is we'll be exhaling forward through the mouth, all the breath out. Then we'll inhale up into that position. We lock the elbows and then we sink into the hips. And as we sink into the hips, it's creating this elongation of the spine. We'll hold the breath inward just for as long as it's comfortable, a few seconds. Then we'll release the pose. Exhale forward to release the spine and do it again. Okay? So let's go together, the first few rounds, and I'll let you on your own. So feet are in a wide-legged stance, hands almost near the hips, somewhere high on the thighs. We take a deep inhalation through the nose. We exhale forward through the mouth. Then we inhale coming up. We lock the elbows and then we sink into the hips. Make sure you're pressing down to the hips and the crown is still up. We're not folding forward. Elbows are locked. Hold the breath. Focus on elongating the spine. And when it's enough for you, stand up a little bit and exhale forward. And again, inhaling up. Lock the elbows, sink into the hips, pressing the tailbone down. Try to focus on relaxing the spine, allowing it to lengthen. And when it's enough for you, you exhale forward and continue. Focusing on softening the spine from the shoulders down, all the way to the lower back, all the way to the tailbone. And finish the round that you're on. Return to standing. Eyes closed, attention inside. Feeling the elongation of the spine. Releasing of the intervertebral spaces. And a revitalized flow of energy radiating from the spine throughout the entire body. Beautiful, gently coming back. The next practice is for opening the energy that flows between the navel and the heart. There can be a lot of blockage here energetically. This is a big leap of consciousness as we move from the navel, from Manipura. We're all about confidence and drive and willpower and creating the best life that we can for ourselves, to the heart, where we're all about surrender and giving and dissolving of the ego. So it's a big jump. And there can also be a lot of stress and tension that gets blocked in this area between the two. So we're going to work on massaging that area to open the channels and allow this energy to really flow through our whole body. We're going to doing the massage point where we're going to be massaging is find the tip of your breastbone. Okay, so where the ribs meet, there's this bone here, and we want to place 2 fingers from the right hand below the breastbone. I'm going to lift my belly. This is actually performed best on bare skin. So we find this point 2 fingers below the breastbone. And then below those 2 fingers, we want to place the left thumb and we want to push in. So 2 fingers below the tip of the breastbone. We're going to apply a little extra pressure with the right hand. Now this point might be a little bit tender, so that's a good thing. If it's a bit tender, if it makes you feel nauseous or emotional or uncomfortable, you found it. Don't make it a torture, don't go as hard as you can and make yourself suffer, but it should be a little bit uncomfortable. What we're going to do in this position, applying a little extra pressure, is we're going to massage in a circular motion, first in a clockwise direction. So to the right, down, left, and up. So we just go as deep as we can, comfortably, and we massage right, down, left, up. Really try to relax the belly, breathe normally here. And remember, it's working on massaging, relaxing, releasing, not forcing, not aggravating, not attacking. Breathing, softening into it, massaging and releasing this space. Sometimes it's tender, sometimes it's not. I often find it depends what I ate yesterday or if I ate before the practice. Sometimes if you have something that maybe your body doesn't agree with or isn't the best for you, it might be a little more tender. If you've been eating more clean, for lack of a better word, maybe it's not as tender. Beautiful. We're going to switch hands now. So now we find that point below the breastbone with the left 2 fingers, and we place the right thumb below those 2 fingers. We apply added pressure with the left hand, and this time we rotate in the opposite direction. So left, down, right, up. Again, softening into it. See if you can use the breath to relax the belly. See if you can soften deeper into the massage. One of the things that I learned most through yogic practice is that when we're in a painful experience and we resist it, it's more painful. Whereas when we soften into it, it always becomes less painful. I remember doing some intense massage course, and that lady said, she's like, "You're really good at relaxing into the pain." I said, "I guess I got that from yoga, because when you hold the asana and you resist it, man, it's not working. You don't get flexible." But that can be translated to everything in life. When we resist what's uncomfortable, we just make it more uncomfortable. So really try to relax into this and try to relax into the other discomforts in your life. See where you can find that bridge from willpower and self-confidence to surrender and relaxation. And that will do. You can release the massage, standing with the eyes closed, attention inside. Feeling the releasing and energizing of the abdominal area, the release of negative or toxic energies from the area of the massage point, and an overall increased flow of energy through the body. Notice the overall effect of this entire practice. Feeling more light, more subtle vibrations in the body, more aware. Notice how you change from when we started, how you felt before until now. Any difference, any change is generally a good thing. Even if it's uncomfortable for a moment. I invite you to bring your hands together in front of the heart, focusing to that space in the center of your being, and offer yourself some words of gratitude. Thank you for taking this time, for setting this intention, for working towards the life that you want, the life that you dream of, the goals that you aspire to. Step by step, focusing the mind where we want to go every step of the way. Energy flows where the mind goes. Send it to your heart now and say, thank you so much. I can't wait to do this again tomorrow. Take a deep inhalation into the heart. And as you exhale, gently coming back, so I can say thank you once again for joining me. If you haven't already, please like the video. Let me know in the comment section below how it's going for you. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel because it's amazing. We can keep in touch and you can get notified as we release more of these videos. And with that said, have a beautiful day. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Namaste.